Okay, well, we're gonna move on into the next series here. We got Gregory versus Green Kiwi. Uh, it's looking like Gregory's got a little bit of a sweaty lineup here. Um, in terms of like just the Keltullus and the Gift. Yeah. Decks from about the past 6 seasons. No real changes. Nice. I'm excited. But I guess it's more exciting than that Monsters deck, to be fair. This may have been a bit too much. Yeah, that Monsters deck was kind of a travesty. That hurt. That was painful to watch. Like I'm all for like just a bad deck and like a meme deck, but like God, that was something else to be honest. All right, so like I said, we oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong ones here. Let me pull up Gregory's first because I have those open right now. But yeah, got Keltullus, we got Gift, and Line Pockets and Flurry are where the new decks I guess come in. Like we didn't want to go full like Night Sweat lineup where you're just like you see that fat guy at like a festival or something with just his back drenched, and he's like a soaking wet ponytail. We're not going that sweaty, but I mean still a pretty sweaty lineup overall with this Carapace and this Gift. So I mean we can kind of just skip over those. Well, I guess this Line Pockets is still pretty sweaty too. Like there's you got like pretty much the deck from last season, but you got a random Professor and Wheel of Fortune in there now. I don't know. Safecrackers got the change now. They're a little bit underwhelming, I guess.
Yeah, it's pretty sad, right? Just take an absolute sweatbag meta lineup. And then change one card for Wheel of Fortune. Oh, look how memey my deck is. No, these are just sweaty, boring decks.
Yeah, I mean
embarrassing.
The Reckless Flurry is just like kind of like a. Oh, I mean, this is a little bit more memey, I guess. You got Coral making a return for the first time in like ever.
God. I mean, the discard package is probably just good, right? It's slightly guessing games at this point.
It does make. I mean, no, because you actually want to play these specials, though. You want to play them for your Matic value, but now you have Coral in here trying to compete a little bit for that value. Like, they don't really...
They buffed Coral, right? Coral doesn't care about what you discard now. You discard anything and she does the damage. So.
Oh, really? It's not just specials anymore? Oh, okay.
No. She's pretty good now.
Was that this patch that they changed that?
That was, yes.
Okay. Well, yeah, then I like Coral a lot more now. Okay, well then you're not discarding your bombs, which play for good value. Okay, so what are you discarding then? I guess you're just, I mean, you have the extra damage on the skirmishers, so it's just like a big, like you get like a huge temple play down then with Burna and these skirms and Morkvarg. Like you could pull off some pretty nasty bleeds with this list, which oftentimes it would like to do. But at the same time, you're missing out on like your big tempo on like the Portal Fish Flappers and shit. Actual travesty. No Portal Fish Flappers for like what, Junod?
I mean, and the sad part is, right, we're not even running the hunters of the best cards in the game to set up the Junod. We're just relying on the random pings from Matic, and yeah, it's
but you got the Gerd to do 1 damage to a whole row. He'll set up there Junod.
Okay. Gerd into Junod. See, Gerd is a Smurf card. Gerd so much.
Yeah, now that he actually does his adrenaline, like kind of funny how it went for a whole season. I thought it was actually going to become like the new Barnabas or some shit, where it's just like, oh, let's have this bug that kind of continues with the card. Those are always kind of fun, too. And then we get Houndsnout also getting a buff. 8 provisions now. Is that enough to bring Houndsnout back even? It's a lot better for sure. I do love Houndsnout. I do love the card.
Mm-hmm.
It's really sad that he got kind of power crept out of existence. I do really like him. Maybe the provision's enough to make him in the meta again. I don't know. Do really like the card. And then we got his synergy with Quartermaster as well. I mean, Quartermaster getting the zeal with like Houndsnout stuff. So I don't know, but in terms of like polarization though, this deck's pathetic. Like, I mean, and then like your biggest tempo play is this Fallblight Totem. I think you do, as much as like I hate to sound like Spessy here because nobody wants to sound like Spessy. Think the deck would be gagging for like a Portal Fish Flappers, just some more of that proactivity.
Now the discard. I mean, obviously you could draw your cards in the wrong order, but the discard package is so superior to Portal Fish Flappers.
Oh, but like outside of Commandos, like fuck this Lambert, dude, get him out of here.
That's true. You could have. I mean, this is. I actually, honestly, I mean, this deck, right? It's still basically just a sweatback meta deck because it kind of is the obvious. Couple of the obvious changes from last patch's versions of it, previous season's versions of it. But I mean, there's a bit of creativity involved there to know that Gerd is such a Smurf card. I mean, whether Harold's a Smurf card, we'll have to see. But honestly, I quite like this deck. I know we're not meant to say these nice things, but I like this.
To think that Gerd's like not just a good card at this point is just kind of like, I don't know.
True.
It's a bit of a weird for me, Bowman, saying, "Oh, you have to see that Gerd's a Smurf card." Nah, he's just good.
All right, fine. This deck. Let's see how Junot performs. That's the interesting.
Yeah, Junot is the interesting one. So, yeah, we'll see how good a value he gets. Because again, like Gerd's gonna be like the main like efficient activator of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So now we got Line Pockets. Again, very sweaty. Look, we already talked about it. Has that random Wheel of Fortune. And then Carapace, very sweaty. Yeah, we're not going to talk. Fuck the rest of the decks.
We're not talking. We're not going to give him the time of day here. So
no. All right, moving on. Next, we got Kiwi's decks now to move on into here.
Yeah, here we go. Let's get back to flaming.
Oh, God. This is pretty sweaty, too. It's just sweat with random Koshi. Like...
I mean, this Koshi deck is a bit of a travesty, in my opinion. It's not that I dislike Koshi as a concept, but right, like playing Winter Queen Naglfar with 1 Red Riders and no Gales. Hello,
yikes.
Just draw your Red Riders, or you have a 4-point break that you're never going to be able to. That you have to mulligan around, you have to Naglfar around. Like this deck is just begging for, if you're going to do this, you need the Gals, I think, or just Tyron, I guess, is also an option.
Feeling a little bit of alliteration, gagging. It's gagging for that Gals. It's a perfect time to use that because Gals. I mean, you have Naglfire as your backup too, so like, yeah, no Gals is a little bit questionable. Old Spear Tip, like could get a lot of Thrive with the Koshi, but I don't know about Old Spear Tip.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's wholesome, right? It's wholesome. There's just lots of proactive points on your side of the board.
Yeah, I mean, you have a lot of like big Thrive units anyway, and like when I guess you're playing Koshi, like maybe you're wanting to play it way early or something to where, yeah, I don't know. Like
you also think it's an oversight to not have like 1 or 2 cheeky consumes in the deck. Because like obviously Thrive's good and all, but like a Neca Warrior, like I think this Neca Warrior should really be an Endrega Warrior. Endrega Warrior for when people that try to like at least stops people knowing. Like right now, like open deck, there's someone looks at this deck and they know that if they can chip down Ego and there's no punish, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's, like I think at least the threat of an Endrega Warrior would really help with that. And obviously consumes are just good, right? Like oftentimes it's the only way you're gonna proc your Koshi, which is
well, it's annoying.
Really
it's annoying for poisons too.
Yeah, annoying for poisons. Yeah, it's just I think this Wyvern and maybe should be a Barghest. This Neca Warrior should be a Drega Warrior, and that would improve the deck a lot.
And then we got Sweaty Nature's Gift yet again. I'm not touching that one, so we'll skip that one. I mean,
yeah, we can skip that. I mean, it's worth. I think we can flame it though, which is like let's just run Defender, but cut Pavko for a situational row punish card. Yeah, okay, sure.
The Teruvial here. It seems like everybody kind of really just teching for that full test matchup and just trying to have good cards against that. And then we got like Making a Bomb in here as well, which is a little bit weird to see normally. Like, I mean, you have Poly for movement, you have Dragoon for movement, now you have Making a Bomb as well for some kind of trash movement as well. I don't think you need the extra movement for Making a Bomb. You can, put that right in the trash. I was I was trying to think of something creative, but like my brain cells from like watching that monsters list be played are just.
Honestly, I agree. I actually think we should sue. Like, I don't think I feel brain damage now. I feel like my ability to flame people is significantly reduced
I
because of the.
like yesterday. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I just feel. I'm
I
like
need
just
to get.
drained.
I need to get a beer. I need a beer. This is the only solution. I need a beer. I'm coming. I'm getting a
Mm-hmm.
beer. I can't. There's no option anymore. My brain is.
Okay, and then we'll move. We'll move on into I guess the Skellige list, a little bit different here, but quite similar. As the heat wave and a lot more tense, so a little bit more polarized. Wait, so no Morkvarg in this range as well. Do you really need the Jenga that bad? You do so much damage already that like I don't know about the lock nearly as much. Jenga is a decent card, but like you do so much damage here already that I don't know if you really need it. Fit the Morkvarg in there for like Coral Burna. Yeah. And then renew commando. So going for the more of the triple commando levels. You can kind of already do that though. Even with you don't even really need the renew. Renew I feel is just a little bit more kind of garbage. Like I don't think you really need it, especially with all the buffs. And then going for the cursed scroll here. So I don't know. You want the consistency, but you already have like a Nero. You have amphibious assault. You already got like a decent amount of consistency in there for your commandos. So now you're just losing out on like stratagem value for this. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know about the cursed scroll here. I think you just want the extra points. Though maybe you're just saying that if my hand's good enough, then I can start thinning out. Like I mean, you do throw it on a shit ton of tempo, I guess. But yeah, the renew is a bit clowny.
All right.
We're just gonna start the games, I think. Like, or let them do their bans. I don't know. What do you think should get banned, Bowman?
I mean, that's actually a good question. It's actually something worth asking now, isn't it? Now that the decks are reasonable, semi-reasonable.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I'm open for. I don't want to see Gift. I don't really care to see Keltullus. Like, fuck those decks. Get them gone. So, like, Gregory banned Gift, Kiwi banned Keltullus. I'm not even talking about smart bans here. Just, like, get the... I don't want to see either of those right now. I mean, Koshi's obviously going to be left. Like, you can just abuse the crap out of Koshi. Like, renewing Commandos is a bit clowny, so maybe you're not so worried about that one. And if you just expect your Keltullus, I mean, a lot of people just kind of go for the Keltullus ban a lot, whether it's even correct or not. We see a lot of people just go for the ban because people are just bad at playing against it. So, also, it's just not. A lot of people don't enjoy just kind of Keltullus drawing well and abusing card advantage. So.
All right, I've got my beer. Fingers crossed my brain cells can now recover.
Yeah, I got. Imagine having us drink to try and recover brain cells from watching that game. Should probably add them.
I know.
All right. So, chat, you want to see the real meme pile? We saw a little bit of it, but this is what I'm going to be jamming. This is the juice. This is what you call a good clown pile. Goliath Mill. You got Becker's Dark Mirror and Tatterwing. Just playing for some sick value. Oh, wow. I'm fucking... Oh, God. I think I am brain damaged at this point, Bowman.
I mean, I didn't say anything, but I've known it for some time.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not moving my camera either. I'm not going to be able to get it back in the actual spot, but... Oh, God. Hope they ban soon. I'm ready to go.
I'm ready to see some gameplay. I'm looking forward to seeing a game where the outcome is not decided, before any cards were played.
Yeah, I mean that still might happen. Honestly, I mean,
Yeah, I mean it could.
Koshi's kind of a travesty. It tends to just get really abused.
Yeah, I think that getting the Koshi through is an interesting one, right? There, obviously, if anything's too greedy, like there's no control in that deck. It's
Yeah, and to be fair, like Keltella should get banned here every time, because like none of, I mean the full test stuff. I mean, didn't he? The full test might be fine, but probably not. But like the gift and then the Koshi into Kelly. Oh God, you're just asking to get shit on, right?
exactly.
And then in terms of like Gregory's,
But I mean, we shouldn't judge too much, girl. Some people do enjoy getting shat on, so
yeah. I mean, your mom asks all the
yeah,
time,
mom.
but I'm not really. I haven't given in yet. I've thought about it. I've considered it, but like I don't know.
You get a bit of stage fright when you're perched above her.
Yeah.
Can't quite squeeze it out.
Yeah, I mean, I start, but like, once you start to go brown, you can't get back down.
I mean, I'm impressed that you found the rhyme there.
Yeah, oh my God, man.
All right. So we're still waiting for bans, are we?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't really think they're that like super hard of bans, to be honest, but. I can't be. Oh my fucking God, dude.
Of course, back to this old gems.
It might have been my reason that bans. Oh my God, seriously, I might need to get looked at.
You might need to get looked at.
Like after that game, like I need to get I need to go to like a psychiatrist or something after that game. Okay, so we see Commandos getting banned, and then we also see Kelta. Keltalis was like the easy ban. I mean, I could have seen a couple different bans from Gregory, but
yeah, I mean, it was an interesting one. The only interesting part was that, like the Nature's Gift deck has so much movement. It's kind of like it's teched for the Keltalis matchup. So,
I mean, is that even enough though? Really?
Probably not. But why the hell else do you run so much movement?
I guess. But usually as gift, you're not looking to try and improve the Keltalis match. Usually you're just like, okay, Kelly's being brought. I'll either ban it or just take the loss. Like,
I mean, I agree. Usually, right? That's why you don't usually see 3 movement cards in the.
I don't know what else is 3 movement gonna do work against, really.
I guess nothing. Could be good in the mirror. Move that Pavko.
You can move the Pavko. You can do some cheeky stuff with dancing Gezerus around a little bit, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you just use the making a bomb as your offensive movement, you can use both other movements defensively to hide Gezerus behind defender. But that's like the only like. But even against Keltalis, you're using 2 of those movements offensively at least.
Okay. Brain activate, please. Please, brain.
No, I'm struggling, man.
So sorry, what did Gregory ban?
Commandos.
He banned the Renew Commandos deck. Interesting.
I don't know. I thought the Renew just made the whole deck worse, but I mean, you can still just get abused, like if the Commandos just draw as well.
Mm-hmm.
And with the Curse Scroll, it's more likely to, but I don't know. Again, I just don't think it needs a Renew. Like, just you lose a lot of like control aspects in the top end range.
Yes, you do.
Okay. Oh, here we go. I think I made it in. really? Oh yeah, I did. Okay, sweet.
You did? Okay, nice.
I don't know how I'm the second one to get in every time. It's really weird. Like my
Mm.
client doesn't like to load. Okay.
So interesting question, Sai. I mean, there's no like established right. Like what is a line pocket state now? Is it devotion? Because you've got much more devotion payoff than you did before. So like maybe something like Gregory's brought here.
I don't know about
Is
the halflings anymore though. Maybe justice is still just too good to get rid of, but halflings definitely get a lot worse now.
I could definitely, yeah, they do. I could definitely see. I don't know. My instinct was to cut one and just have one and a spender as your justice options.
Maybe
Um,
maybe you go for the devotion and switch to do the congregate way that me and Green Boy were doing right at the beginning. That was a fun deck. There's a lot of there's a ton of points. Because it definitely feels sad to lose out on the halflings. And we see drawing into the Matic right off the bat. Pog, sick.
yeah, that's the problem with the proactive Scald in this deck. But pretty unfortunate.
Yeah. But I mean, that's what happened. I mean, maybe you're just supposed to take. Probably would have just been better to either. I mean, you could still play Maxi proactively.
Mm-hmm.
Like, still would have been a better idea than the Scald. Or you could have just taken the bomb too. Like, it's fine. Just thin out the Matic first, so you never have to have this situation happen. Like, I don't know. Felt like there was no reason to really go and just go for this Scald. Like, you don't even have any discards in hand.
Oh, that's what you like to see off your round one Eisengroup's council.
So we were obviously trying really hard to find the Dunka there, but with so few golds in hand, this council is clowny.
Yeah, agreed.
This
Terrible
is
side.
such a bad council. And like you have so many things in deck too. Like you have so many dryads. Like
The chances of the dunker are so small, and the opportunity cost of losing it as a tutor later is so big because
look how bronze heavy the hand is. Like you gotta value those tutors so much more than that. Like oh my god. It's fine though, Bowman. No other line. DYG. The tutors round one, especially in Devotion Gift, are always so oftentimes clowny.
they really are. It's one of the interesting things about playing the deck. I find it's quite difficult to decide. Like, do you even mulligan them sometimes? Because you need to win round one as that deck. More than most other decks.
I mean, sometimes it's correct, right? But not with a deck full of options. Like if it's guaranteed to hit Dunka, I can see it, and maybe you already have Falve in hand or call. But when you don't have Falve, call, you have a deck full of dryads to not likely hit your Dunka, then it's just kind of a waste. It wasn't playing for symbiosis value either, right? You had no symbiosis really on the board either to play for some tempo in terms of that call. That call hitting this Pyrotech is god-awful.
Yeah, completely agreed. It's, Matic, never lucky.
This is my experience playing Matic. I don't know how Spessy does it, to be honest. I have had enough games of Matic just going on a dead row where I'm like, okay, fuck this card, I'm not touching it. But yeah,
so Gregory's still not taking the TA. Interesting. He clearly wants to win. Play the round deep. He's happy to play more cards, no problem. So
yeah, I mean, Slambert could come in hot, well, obviously good value on Ithne and such.
Yeah.
Gonna have to use potentially you could use Axie to purify the defender, and then you have the Heat Wave open, but gonna have to answer that defender somehow. Stunning Blow does it, right? No, it doesn't anymore.
Not anymore, especially.
That's kind of sad. Stunning Blow being an answer for Figus was kind of nice.
Yep, it was.
But yeah, Gregory not really able to create separation here with this shoddy hand. Like, uh, like Oak Critters are gonna play for some okay value, and then with a TA, I guess is fine. But like maybe you're hoping to get out. Yeah, take the TA. Hope to get out. I guess.
Yeah. Now, decision time.
Well, yeah, because
Kiwi, does he want to stop? This is obviously a pretty good Gerd, but
it
Gerd
does.
will still be good.
Yeah, Gerd will always be good, but
Yeah.
it's kind of the time where you're like, I have to start doing math. But typically, you don't see Skellige players do any math. You just kind of have them play the cards.
Yep.
So let's see here. Caress, no Dryads on the board is absolutely terrible. Like, holy shit! You just kind of have to pass.
I mean, you could play this. This poorly doesn't do anything, right? There's no end. There's no hunters in Kiwi's list, so this poorly doesn't have any value. So you could just play it to get the armor on next turn on your Pyrotech.
But then what's your follow-up to like clinch this round down? Like you have to be worried about Turgvi and Lambert, right? Because you have no Dryads on board, so even purifying the Turgvi is kind of annoying.
Oh, okay.
Does Lambert get ahead here? 4, 5, 11. It does by 1, right?
It does if you but
I mean, you gotta think that Gregory's hand is getting pretty gold heavy. You think it would have gotten gold heavy earlier based on how he played the Clowny Council. You would have thought he would have had a lot more golds in his opening hand. So I mean, you could conceivably be like, oh, okay, I'll trade Lambert. I mean, Lambert's really good later too. You can also take the slow play.
Yeah, and he's still got bad cards in hand, so no need to try and win on even necessarily.
Yeah.
And ooh,
Bear Witcher for Gezris, pretty nice trade for him there.
But I mean, he's not even forced out necessarily, right?
No,
he's still got the reach. Lambert reach is huge, so he could just take the stunning blow. And
yep. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, it's getting super awkward for Gregor. I mean, just you could still take the poly, I guess.
You could do. You can also pass, knowing that there has to be a good gold row. No. So he takes the slam, but interesting. I guess that was the only.
How much was Turgvi do? I guess Turgvi
must
not have been doing it. Turgvi's playing for what, 8?
Yeah, I was only playing for 8. I think he needed.
That's pretty sad. Would have been nice to take with Turgvi instead, but whatever.
Why does who go so deep in round 1, Ros? Which player? It's kind of in obviously Kiwi didn't know if he was going to be able to win the round, right? He was playing cards, but like in theory could have been forced out. But Kiwi doesn't want to get bled in a long round 2. Oh, he's pushing. Okay.
This Berna is like heck. Wait, what is this Berna?
The ST player, yeah, the ST player.
So now we discard like good cards. It's like, what is this Berna?
This Berna was a risky player.
It was extremely risky. Like we had 12 cards in deck, so was it even like? Yeah, and we don't have Morkvarg either, so like it. Skirm or bust, and like discarding the bombs is bad because it's good value with Matic. Squirrel and Skirms were the only cards you actually wanted to discard there. Like that Burno was giga risky.
And now the top decks are dire.
Yeah, you just kind of give up card advantage here. Like it's just
fighting me is like snogging a hedgehog's arse.
But Defender is an awkward card, so trading getting the defender out is nice.
But I mean, I think you're kind of fucked, right?
Yeah, this is just tough. It's obviously that was a YOLO play from Kiwi there to slam the burner, but he got a little unlucky to not draw anything that was worth discarding. And now, yeah, he's in trouble. Now he's in real
Again,
trouble.
was it super unlucky though?
A little, right?
There's
he
I mean, you can maybe say it's unlucky not hit, but you likely weren't hitting all of these. Like,
whoa, what is this play? Oh, okay. Cheeky.
okay.
Negating the armor. Negating the armor. I can see that. Yeah, but the problem is not exactly the best proactive plays. Positioning skill check failed.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't just put it next to Berna. Like, you don't have any like
The
melee
rope
roll-out
was
cards.
running low. The rope was running very low, so there's some.
His brain cells were running low too.
True. So, what does Gregory do here? If you're Gregory, like you've got all these shit natures.
You go Ithne and leader charge.
Yeah.
Stays ahead.
Yeah, I mean, Ithne 2 leader charges, right?
Doesn't Ithne come out for? Oh yeah, 10. Yeah.
Yeah, so it has to be a double leader charge. But,
I'm brain damaged myself.
but I think that's just the play, right?
Yeah.
Or is it like you do have 3 bad natures in hand? You could consider not going leader charge, but probably it's.
No, my God. This is the play you don't do though. Oh God, that's bad.
I mean, I understand, right? Gregory was like,
No, I don't.
Man.
No, stop, Bowman. No.
Poor Key's like, look at Kiwi. Kiwi's just made a horrible misplay misplacement because of the timing, because of the rope. I'm going to give you no.
What is this
gameplay?
What is this turn be now?
Just when he develops 3 dryads on board, is now no. This
Just
is
when
the worst. Yeah, and now he's ahead. Congratulations.
I developed my 3 dryads. I developed my my symbiosis engines. That's time to play into the caress. Feels good.
Okay, incredible.
God. It's just like we're playing ping pong here. This isn't Gwent, this is ping pong. We're throwing the game back and forth. God, so another theme month I was gonna do, Bowman, was like drunk casting for Quill and Cup. But we're kind of combining that right now because the gameplay has gotten so bad that you need to be drunk to actually continue watching it. So I guess we're kind of like, we kind of have to combine theme months at this point, which is a little bit unfortunate.
And it was not intentional. It's just purely from the game. All right, so Gregory's decided to take the rest here rather than get ahead with the Forest Protector. But will he use his remaining leader charges? Okay, he only has to, yeah, in this instance, I guess he only has to use the.
Yeah, I mean, this is fine.
Yeah, this is fine.
I don't utterly hate this play, which is
this is good. It makes sense, right? You want to get the caress out of your hand whilst you've got the Dryads on the board because there's every chance there will be no Dryads later.
If you can save Forest Protector, that's a lot of value. But at the same time, full leaders out from Kiwi, like you're pretty happy, especially if you're trading like this Forest Protector for like this Quen here. It's not like a super bad trade, especially if you keep card advantage. So. And I mean, we could have had 2 more points this round potentially if we wanted to slam this Quen for like Kaduk, or we could have gotten a pass where we were ahead potentially with this Kaduk, so we could have kept card advantage based on placement. But
yeah, it's very interesting to not play this Quen here, right? Because you give your opponent last say. Now your Quen into your Geralt Axie is potentially very bad. And also, it's a brick, right? He has 1 Witcher left to play.
He doesn't even have any Bear Witchers. Oh God.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm not so sure. But taking this pass was risky.
Oh, and then having to keep the Coral for this skirm. Oh God, this is why you don't YOLO Burna like that. Like, look how bad this is now for you.
All right.
You have so many bad. All these. Oh God. All right, what YOLO Coral? What does it do? Yeah.
I mean, the game's I think over here. Even if it draws totem, I don't think it's possible for Gregory to throw this. Nah.
That's not terrible.
Yeah. Will Gregory respect this Valley Bomb? That's the question.
I mean, what would he have to? I guess shaping nature, going for like just the lower value would do it. I mean, you could also just caress and purify this too. Like the only real, I mean, Axie is a little bit annoying. You could also just take the ping.
Good too.
Okay, guess just don't take it. I guess sure.
But I think it's a fair assessment to say if he's got a bomb, like he needs a totem plus in order for Gregory to lose this, there needs to be a real juicer of a hand. And Valley Bomb is not part of that juicer of a hand.
Yeah. I mean, Falabomb playing for like what 9 there? I mean, that's pretty good Falabomb value.
Pretty good Valley Bomb value, absolutely.
But I don't see a reason not to just take the dunk of ping.
The reason is right. Like if there's a Valley Bomb in hand, you're probably winning.
Sure.
You're guaranteed winning. But like I agree. That's it's kind of academic at this point. You have last say.
I wouldn't call any of this gameplay academic. I mean, are we...
Yeah, that's also a good point from Best for Business, of course, that his options to hit with the Dunker were only going to give. It was only a 1 point ping, right? And that 1 point ping is equipped.
Yeah, I suppose it's the same. Sure.
Yeah, exactly, guys.
That's
chat smart. Chat sees the smart plays. I was in my head. This game's just already over, so he can do what he wants.
No, we're pretty much brain damaged at this point for like the rest of our lives for like the previous series. So I mean, we kind of have to live with that, right?
Not your lucky day.
So. If we could have kept this card with the Kaduk heal, Kaduk did nothing in this round anyway. So placement could have potentially kept the card. We could have saw Kiwi winning there. So like placement of the Kaduk, potentially cost him the game there.
Potentially so. Although I think realistically that Gregory would have just jammed the Forest Protector to get card advantage if sequencing had been better for Kiwi. And so sure, the hand quality would be worse for Gregory there. But
yeah, not having a Forest Protector is quite a bit of value too. I mean, and again, we're kind of talking, is this Kaduk didn't get any extra value holding it. Like zero extra value. Unless you say that because of the Kaduk value, that Dunka charge would have given him 3 extra points, then yeah. Because he would have just taken it there instead.
All right. Into the next one.
That YOLO Burna was not great.
So the problem was right that if you take the problem with taking the dry pass is giving a Pavco deck first say is not ideal because then they get to play defender and you have to either heat wave or purify the defender and then they can play Pavco with 1 leader charge and then you have to heat wave the Pavco. Like it's some pretty bad trades, which means then there's no tool punish left, right? In red, so that's the problem. So then the Harmony player, then the Nature's Gift player doesn't have to respect tool punish in that round 3. So I can see why he tried to high roll the burner because, like, say he high rolls the burner and he gets if he can get the defender out while still still maintaining card advantage, then he can use Heat Wave on the Pavco and he can use that he still has his Axie as a tool punish. But hey, it was a very big high roll line for sure.
Yeah, I mean, but also like, spending the council in round 1 means that, like, sure, I guess you could take the Burna and then take your high roll that way, or you could take your high roll potentially with the draws, which, I mean, 1 consistency card already being out, and Nature's Gift already having a problem drawing most of its golds, then maybe it was less high rolly just to hope that they miss their cards instead of trying to hope that you high roll your Burna. So these Neckers against the Skelligelis, kind of a bad card. Let's not keep it, please.
I mean, they're kind of identical to
Well,
the Andragus, right?
We kept it. We kept the card when against the deck that runs Falabomb Medic. Nice. That's definitely a good keep. Those Neckers will always live.
All right, but will we see the 5-head placement at least? All right, we're just not going to play. Perhaps that's.
Well, I guess now you could play them in between the riders, I guess, and make. Also, we wound up with Matic in hand. Wonderful.
All right, it's all fair and balanced. Then both players with a. Yeah, look at this poor. This is. I'm a big fan of this card package.
So
I was
like
playing discard package last season even, but like this is what you hate to see as a discard friend. Both skirms in hand, but nothing to discard them with.
Mm-hmm. I mean, drawing into the Burna. A lot of golds at the bottom. Morkvark's fine at the bottom, but
Your magic can't harm me. No.
Well, you have Coral for discard, so you get to discard one of them, but though you might want to discard your Matic instead.
Well, exactly. You probably just discard your Matic, right? And then but because you have the 2 bombs.
Good placement here, playing around the Dancing Star.
Yeah.
God damn it, I'm complimenting him.
But it's risky, right? Like if the thing is, Gregory's hand is problematic, so maybe you don't. But otherwise, maybe you consider jamming. Well, we'll see. Oh, he's going for the tempo play instead. Oh no, and into another brick.
Good Coral ping, but yeah. That's the problem with like discard Matic though, right? Like that's the big problem. And the same problem with like Fish Flappers Matic is that your mulligans, if you don't have bricks in hand, like you don't have this Matic, don't take the mulligans. Like you have to be way more conservative with your mulligans with all these bricks in your list. Like you can't just go YOLO it. God, Drowner feels like a really sad card. Do you think we could make this card almost 4 provisions now? Or do you think it'd be too good at 4? At 5 provisions, I don't think it's really playable. Like, playing Manic from the hand. I don't see why we went for like I don't know. You go for the Tempo and the Skirm, but then you play like Matic from hand right after that. Like it just makes no sense.
Yeah, I agree. It makes no sense. I think it's just a misplay, unfortunately.
Yeah, because then at least you have your Skirms later with your Burna, right? Yeah, I don't know. Some okay Falabomb value. Gets rid of a Thrive unit. Oh, this Necker's threatened for next turn, so that's pretty good. We got Kaduk, not like fully online yet.
Yeah, this is one of those rounds. Like I can already see how this round plays out, assuming players play well. Like, ignoring the Neko Warrior. Interesting.
Dude, Necker Warrior is a really bad card too.
I mean, it is, but he kept it in the hand, and he just ignored it there when it was.
I don't know, like it can get value later,
Kiwi,
but it's always getting bombed.
Kiwi's looking for a pass then, right? You would guess.
I mean, still has one, but
He has it. He played.
So like, what do you do in this hand? To be honest, like, I mean, you
So
can.
the spear tip is a very dangerous play, right?
Hmm.
Seeing that I mean, of course, you can rely on him on Gregory missing it, but knowing that there's a Junod in the deck and the
Yeah.
leader with not very many units on his side. Like, sure, we played 5 cards this round, but Green Kiwi only had 4 units. So yeah, it's a risky play if he drops that spear tip with
Hmm.
so few units on the board. So this has worked out pretty well for Gregory here, I think.
Yeah, and I
I
mean, we
like
can just take it with the skirm here.
exactly. Like if Kiwi decided to play deep, maybe he can't really. Is probably the truth. But if he had played maybe the Neca Warrior first, then played then played the spear tip, and what taking interesting. Okay,
Hmm.
To arms, men.
so he's gonna push then.
Hmm.
That's
Which is fair. I think it's not like,
yeah.
you want to. If he takes Koshi into a long round, Koshi getting order advantage has a defender, like you're getting shat on. He does need to
Yes.
bleed here. So I guess just trying to have the tempo with Burna for next round, which he shuffled, right? Like top decking, a good shuffle so far. Like, and obviously you just assume opponent plays around red haze. It's kind of clowny to keep it. Finds the Burna. Wow, that's what you want to see in the hand. Yeah, easy keep.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, really good pushing hand.
Really good pushing hand, and
again, we have Neckers here in this hand that are just absolute trash.
I mean we have Neckers, but we also have Endrega, larvae, which against this leader are literal trash.
Wait, why are we running double Neckers? Is so greedy. Oh my god.
Oh, I mean, this is looking scary now. Like, lead a charge into burner here, and oh,
We shall do it my way.
Quartermaster's good on the Herald Skulls. And also you still have Kaduk for heals, so Quartermaster's pretty decent value.
yeah,
Yikes.
yikes.
I kind of forgot about the ignoring armor part.
I did have a suspicion, Quill, from your silence, the vacant silence you were giving to my comments about how it was good leader charge. I did have a suspicion.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, testing Pred knows these mulligan decisions by Kiwi here.
well, yeah, I
Not
mean,
the greatest.
even forgetting about the leader, like keeping Neckers is terrible. Like you're playing against a
Yeah.
Matic deck with Herald on, with Herald. Like you have so many things that just ruin these Neckers. Like they're just the
Oh no!
like he kept them both times. At this point, you do not play these. You do not play these.
I mean, this is just sad. Yeah.
Joe
Ooh.
wants to die first.
Oh, you hate to see it. You hate to see it.
Yeah, I mean, not taking mulligans either time on the Neckers, and then actually playing them out. Like, in this hand, in this board state, you do not play out that
Okay.
slow of a tempo play.
So he's high rolled the Caranthea off of his Naglfar. That's something. That gives him some hope here. But I mean, a pass here from Gregory and Kiwi's going at least 2 cards down.
Junod can just straight destroy that, which is kind of cute.
Could do. That's one option.
I mean, we talked about the awkwardness of this Junod, right? Like, his way to set it up was Gerd. Was the most efficient way. Why not just take this? I don't know.
He's definitely thinking about it.
I would just take the Junod's not bad. Yeah.
Damn it! Should never have taken this contract.
And now,
And we could just go Quartermaster, and or we could just pass. Like, I mean, you're up 26 points here. Could just pass, but at the same time, like this quartermaster, you're fine to play it out. Red haze, obviously you can't, but you would like to utilize some of these skulls, right, before you get out.
Yeah. I think Kiwi's thinking out whether he wants to take the leader here. He does. Interesting. Okay.
Now it's a little threatening. Do you stay ahead of Spear Tip? Spear Tip's like the biggest card left. If you stay ahead of Spear Tip with the quartermaster, I think you could possibly just play.
I mean, you stay a mile ahead of everything, right? Like he's still now. Yeah. So is the Spear Tip? Yeah, Spear Tip takes.
Spear Tip plays
ties or take.
Oh yeah, that's a good pass.
Yeah.
It's a good pass.
Very good pass.
But we shouldn't have played the Spear Tip then.
Yeah, we should have played the 2. Imagine doing any maths. Ridiculous.
I mean, I didn't do maths there at all.
I did. I knew it was a die. So.
But like, still, I mean, before I played the card, I would have done the Spear Tip math. Like, I was in the process, but he kind of just decided to completely take doing math as an option, like take it off the table, right? Like he just slammed it down on the board. It was like reminiscent of just jams, just kind of slamming it down there.
He does run Egan testing. It's just in deck. Egan is here in deck. Yeah. So here's this nice Winter Queen. Great. Oh, the red high rolling the Red Riders. Okay.
I mean, Defender's quite annoying. Actually, no, you got Axie, but you don't want to Axie the Defender, right? Like, that's... I mean, there's not a ton of points. I mean, Gregory is the leader, I suppose. So
yeah, that's true.
I mean, you could... You still need to do 5 damage to it. Yeah. Not really doable. This Defender is actually super annoying.
Be interesting to see what line Gregory takes there runs Defender. And here we might see if this Defender becomes, is it?
I mean, you just purify it. You just purify it. You just say like. Oh,
I think we have no choice.
Yeah. Because then at least
I guess there's no rush.
Yeah. Especially so. Yeah, I like waiting on it, to be fair. Like, waiting on it just to make sure that purifying it's, like, the best idea. And when you see this Egern come down, you're like, oh,
yeah.
Yep, easy purify. Not even a thought needs to be taken anymore. You just purify that 100%. Because then you can kill the Egern final say, like, GG. Or are we going to sit and try and lose value on all of our other cards to wait with the purify longer? I mean, I guess you can go quartermaster and just chill, but I guess he might be trying to wait for shield on the Quen.
I do not mince words.
Interesting. Okay.
My ice will pierce both your hearts and minds.
So Geralt, Quen, shield eats up. I mean, I guess you could go skirmisher first, or unless you're no, because you don't want to skirmisher last say, right, for this Egern kill. Could go. Yeah, I think it's fine. Skirmisher turn. Then you have chance for like the frost to eat up some damage. It's like a 50% ish chance.
All right, so this Spare Witcher being so cleanly able to take out Egan is pretty nice for Gregory.
Yeah, good ping there on the with the frost just eating that damage, and I mean you can get the other one triggered too because of Geralt's shield. So, and not to mention the quartermaster as well. So,
nice 50-50.
You ought to see the other beast.
And game 2 also goes. Gregory had game 1 as well, right? Yeah.
Honestly, I don't remember. It's that brain damage we were talking about.
True. Bowman, what did you do for Mother's Day? Did you weigh it?
What are you gonna do, eh?
Wait, is this just extended BM?
All that dancing around.
I guess.
Not necessarily. Yeah, I guess.
It actually it could have low rolled and hit the Egern armor, right?
It couldn't.
Oh no,
right?
it couldn't hit armor. No, it couldn't hit armor.
Okay, it was just extended BM. I guess. For Mother's Day, well, we actually celebrate Mother's Day on a different day in the UK. I'm afraid.
Really?
Yeah, it's a couple of months. It was a month earlier, 2 months earlier.
Wait, is it like in all of Europe celebrates on a different day, or is
that? I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah, because I thought there was like other days, other places in Europe. It was like today too, but maybe not. Maybe it's just the U.S. again being alone.
I'm not sure which way around it is, but the interesting thing is my mother was born in America, and and she lives in America, so I get to forget. I get a backup, right? Like I only need to remember one of the 2 days, which can be nice.
Yeah, I have a friend that actually celebrates Mother's Day outside. He celebrates it a week beforehand. So every time I forget, and he goes, "Yeah, we're gonna go celebrate Mother's Day this weekend," and then like I get silent. I'm like, "Fuck, am I a dick?" And then I just don't ask if it's actually Mother's Day or not, because obviously you're an asshole, right? If you're just like, "Oh, hey, is it Mother's Day this weekend?" It's like, "Oh, shithead, you don't even remember Mother's Day?"
I don't even remember your own Mother's Day. That's all right. All right. Sorry, I was a bit slow in accepting this one.
Yeah, it's okay. Like we talked about, it's the brain damage. It's fine.
It is. One beer has not really helped reverse the brain damage. We'll need a second one, I think.
True.
Let me grab that.
I love how every stream Bantonio is a part of, it just becomes like a drinking stream. It's actually wonderful. I can see how most of Beardy's streams got kind of roped into that. So this really reactive Syndicate deck going first is a little bit unfortunate, but it's kind of the thing also about Gregory's lineup is that he put a lot of reactive lists in that, and then when one of his potential blue coin, like he went for like, he has 2 decks that are good on blue coin and 2 decks that are more red coin deck, and likely when one of those blue coin decks get banned, then you're kind of in a little bit of an awkward spot, because you're more incentivized to like ban Gifter Keltullus then, because like Gifter Keltullus can be somewhat flexible and still function really well on red coin, whereas like this Syndicate and this Skellige deck probably isn't going to function as well on like a blue coin as the other 2 could function on red.
That was a lot of words there, Quill. I'm surprised you were able to process so many words.
Me too, to be fair. So we got a little bit of a sad 8 for 5 here, as opposed to its old like 12 to 15 for 5. A little bit of kind of a sad card now.
Yeah. It's sad when you see it not growing, but I mean it's fine, right? It's fair now.
Like the only reason to play it is just because you're saying, oh, Justice is still just good enough, right?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
The whole reason is justice. That's the only reason Safecracker still exists. Otherwise, it's just a Venendal Elite, which Venendal Elites aren't playing.
Ooh, cool round 1.
So we have our...
Dead one is a dead one.
Oh my god.
This line, when you've missed like almost all your goals, calling out Dunker round 1 is...
Like, you have more of your top end golds and you also have Council, but at the same fucking time, you have Ithne in your hand. Please tell me he mulliganed Ithne, chat. Please tell me he mulliganed into it and that he didn't just keep it. Please tell me. Please tell me that the lines that were taken here isn't that I'm going to spend one of my consistency cards round 1 while I also decided to keep Ithne in hand to go for this hand buff card.
Whilst playing against the deck that is running a bloody good fund.
Mm-hmm.
I mean...
Like... Oh my. This was
And then... Okay.
Yikes. Wait, are we just like...
Now this.
What is this?
Yeah.
I mean, he's obviously just trying to high roll that. There's no way he could have thought that was correct. I'm sorry. Maybe I should just flame him. Like, going for the clown line, like, I had to think that you were, like, intentionally being a clown there. Like, I hate to believe that you would not take a bloody good fun, guaranteed kill, and go for a Furco into Wheel of Fortune.
You hate to see it.
Whoa. And now you take the shame bloody good... Oh, God. He played a 1 damage Wheel of Fortune. It rolled 1 damage. He went Furco into Wheel of Fortune to try and kill Dunka, and it rolled 1 damage. Oh, God.
Oof.
Oh, let's hand buff the Ithne some more. Yeah.
Making... interesting. Gourd, even bigger.
I mean, there's no real tall punish, right?
Yeah, there's no toll touch, right? Double poison, but that's not really a likely thing to matter.
Are we running a boat? We are running a boat. So, we could have gotten boat out. I mean, we still kind of can, but, like, taking a poison here is... Oh, God. Okay.
Any hole will do.
Any hole will do. That is true.
Very true.
So, I really hope... Okay, so, I mean, we're just not getting boat out. Like, you could have just taken the bloody good fun, right? Killed Dunka a turn sooner, and then also gone Furco into Swindle like a human being, and probably gotten boat out in time.
Yeah, and had, or at the very least, had a lot more carry.
Yeah, we got Sir Skewertooth, Pog. So, I mean,
So this is what the situation when Bank... Oh, no, just be talented, okay? Forget what I was going to say. Before we had that drill in hand, right? That's when Bank is a lot worse than a Nero.
Yeah, I mean, now we just push hard.
Now this is pretty strong pushing hand for Gregory here.
Oh yeah, has some coin generation, has drill, has Skewertooth and Cleaver. Cleaver can Cleaver get buffed out of? No, he can't. Can he? Right?
Mm-hmm. He can.
Oh,
he will.
Does he get up to 6 with this?
Exactly. He'll be a 6. And there's no lock, I believe.
Yeah, we're running Paulie.
Yeah, running Paulie instead. So I think this is not a good situation for for Kiwi here. Kiwi is in trouble.
Yeah, it's got multiple good intimidates down. Has a decent amount of crimes, right? Has his bank in this hand. Also, he's gonna have to thin out boat first, obviously. Gonna have to lose the 1 coin on drill, which is fine. Whatever.
Would you rather I crushed your head or rip it clean off?
All right. Sock, jam the cleaver. Let's go. Yeah.
So this is a situation where Cleaver is not at all nerfed, right? Cleaver has exactly as many points as he would have done last batch here.
Mm-hmm.
No, doesn't play into any removal that he didn't before.
Yeah, the armor doesn't matter in this situation, luckily.
Yeah, exactly. If he hadn't drawn this Skewer-Tooth here, Cleaver would be a lot worse.
Oh yeah, you just get rebuked, just get thrown in
Yeah.
the dumpster. And then that's a problem, right? Like if you're a dwarf, imagine trying to get out of a dumpster.
Moran, my beautiful Moran.
Yeah, get the Ithne down. It's the only way we're going to be able to keep up with points here.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. Just commit it, and because then you
So
like
DBC. Yeah, the drill just comes straight down here.
yeah. So then you don't have to lose coins, which is, I guess, okay. No, it's fine. I mean, you're removing on the Gezrus units, like it's gonna get rebuked, but you might as well just spend with the leader again.
So do we kill off the...
I mean, you could
Two
hold
more.
it too. I like hitting the Ithne, then you get a dip to kill it off better and you don't lose points. So I like this ping on the Ithne. Oh, front row. Gezrus body's
Unlucky.
looking a little bit suspect.
Absolutely.
Still need to get boat out, however, which, I mean, you could dip the Ithne now, go into bank, but I would have loved to have gotten this boat out earlier, right? But I think he's just giving that up, potentially.
Yeah, it doesn't... I mean, it depends. If he holds here...
Okay.
Okay.
So then we should go bank. Or Jacques, depending on how hard you want to push into this, but...
I mean, he can just take the shakedown into final leader charge, right? To pull the boat.
Oh, so you're saying he's gonna... Oh, yeah, he can... No.
Yeah, and
We got
there's no-
Cleaver.
yeah,
We got Cleaver on the board. Yeah.
exactly. He knows that there's no answer for Cleaver in Kiwi's deck, so...
Yeah, really threatening round, actually. There's like no incredible like misplays from either side here, which is a bit unfortunate, to be honest.
I know. It would be nice to have some... this is nice... honestly, though, it's just nice to see some actual Gwent gameplay, you know? Ah. Okay. The 3-point Purify.
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, speak of the devil, huh? Speak of the devil on both sides. Like, let's go.
Okay, so he's not taking it now. He's not putting the boat now.
I mean, you can do the same thing and just wait till next turn, I guess. Sure. Doesn't change that much. But yeah, I don't know what that caress was.
And what is this?
Like,
Why would you take the 8-point shaping nature rather than the 10-point one here?
well, I love that we like wait on these tutors in round one, right? Or we don't wait on these tutors in round one. We just jam the tutors round one, no problem. We're just gonna slam it, even if it's terrible. And then in round two, where like it makes more sense to jam it, right? Like you got a bunch of these. You got a bunch of nice dryads to enable your caress, but it's like now I have to hold it. Now I have to play safe.
Okay, so now Kiwi's saying, I'm in trouble. I need to play to my outs. Philippa is cheap.
Get out, you bolt.
Yeah, Kiwi cosplaying the Simpsons child from that meme, right? The I'm in trouble meme or whatever it is. The
I'm in danger. Yeah.
I'm in danger. Yeah.
Ooh, so he can't steal. This Philippa's just a bit too deep. This is...
It's a bit annoying, but I mean it's still a good Philippa. Then does Bank shuffle again?
It's
Yeah,
not right.
yeah, it
He
does.
can't take the Philippa. The Gezrus is the 8.
No, but you can steal something else and still play for a lot of value. Unless you want to spend another way, you could just take Jackal.
Yeah.
One man's battlefield is another man's ripe patch for harvest.
Yeah. And now look at the point cap.
Mm-hmm.
Onward, Fryhead!
I mean, we could just pass here to play a bit safer.
So, can Council do any magic?
I mean, what is Gord
Yeah.
doing right now? Gord's... Oh.
Ooh, multiple bodies, maybe. With both.
Does this...
What? What is this play? I guess he wants to... He doesn't do... I guess the extra... It doesn't matter though, right?
Yeah. We should have moved... Should have moved his unit.
Gesrus was always going forward and for front and back.
Yep. Yep, you lost a point for no reason. And then we...
And then a leader charge.
And 2 leader charges for no reason? Yikes.
I mean, I think there was a line, right? If we went Fove...
Yeah, Falv maybe could have spawned enough units on the back row and played for enough points, whereas this Polly was never making it.
I think that there was... I think, honestly, there was a line there with 3 leader charges to not lose card advantage, and that's the only way you can ever win, so... That was an unfortunate sequence of events for Kiwi there.
Mm-hmm.
By which I mean he played like absolute I have to remind myself that we're meant to be actively blaming.
Mm-hmm. Which is weird for you. Normally you're just kind of all in on that mode. It's just the default.
Not in a public forum, but people watching. I'd like them.
I mean, Bowman, I've seen your and Beardy streams. Come on now.
Yeah, that's true. I've also normally had quite a few more than 2 beers at that point.
We just needed a hammered Bowman. You'll get to return for the drunk Quill and Cupcast month, man. Where we all show that we're alcoholics, and I have like 16 fucking series of just hammered. That's gonna be an interesting month.
Yeah, good point, Uki. That's probably that was probably the line, wasn't it?
But yeah, kind of just game over. Quick 3-0 for Grigory here.
Yeah, very, very efficient.
Gets a pretty good horse in value too. Sadly, like, this Jackal isn't doing much in this hand. There's not a lot of coins here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, honestly, Kiwi really, I'm pretty sure, like, through the combinations of misplays in round 2, Kiwi should be on equal cards here. So let's say he had a 6-point, a 6-pointer. Let's see if 6 points makes the difference. I don't think it does. No.
Slow, ain't ya?
So no way for the professor to collect on his bounty is a bit sad.
So if Professor went last turn and hit Falv and then Horse and Falv, you could have collect. I don't know if that was better or not though.
Well, I'll tell you what, it might be that those 6 points.
It's actually close, right?
Yeah, it's really close. It's I can't see the numbers anymore, but it's really close. I think with 6 extra points, Gregory would have it. Yeah,
it's still fine.
It's really close, right? 6 points, and 6 extra points, and Gregory has it. And Kiwi has it.
But yeah, I think he could have collected it right if he would have just Professored Falv the turn he Horsened and then Horsened the Falv to completely kill it off. Then he could have collected on his
Was I can't remember what was Valve. How much vitality did Valve have at that point?
So
Was
Valve
it
ended up getting to 8 points. So with the vitality, it would have been at 7, goes down to.
because remember that at that point, Kiwi still had the flexible um, forest protector, right? So we could have taken
Oh
the
yeah, he could have
correct,
taken the purify then. Yeah. No, that's
but
fair.
he would purify a couple of his own vitality off. So
Yeah, we're just being hindsight heralds. It doesn't matter.
exactly.